What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video here with the Los Angeles Rams team breakdown. So let's get right into it. Last season, not great considering they went into the season as the defending Super Bowl champions, 5-12, had a number of injuries that obviously contributed to their drop off from the previous season, but also they just didn't seem like they were the same team as the previous season, even when they had everyone healthy. But third in the NFC West, 14th in the NFC, obviously missing the playoffs. Looking at their notable additions, it's really just tight end Hunter Long, who, when you think about it, isn't really an addition considering they got him in a trade that dealt away Jalen Ramsey, as you see here, to the Dolphins. Also losing corner Troy Hill, safeties Nick Scott and Taylor Rapp, another corner in David Long, punter Riley Dixon, defensive line Greg Gaines, quarterback Baker Mayfield, kicker Matt Gay, defensive lineman A'Shawn Robinson, linebacker Bobby Wagner, and wide receiver Allen Robinson. So these are a lot of players who started for the Rams last season, gone. Obviously, a lot of their secondary, 2 safeties and 3 corners, including Jalen Ramsey, who is maybe not still in his prime, but still likely a top 10 corner in the NFL that you're losing. And overall, it just seems like the Rams got a lot worse and are probably not in the greatest spot. Looking at the draft class, didn't have a top pick. One of the main sacrifices that the Rams made in order to get their Super Bowl was they traded away a lot of future draft capital. And they did win their Super Bowl, but now that is starting to come back to haunt them. Didn't have any top picks. Their first pick they did have, they got Steve Avila, offensive lineman. Then Byron Young and Kobe Turner on the defensive line. You got Stetson Bennett, who probably just going to be your backup quarterback behind Matthew Stafford. Maybe he'll take over once Stafford probably retires, which could happen pretty soon. Who knows? And also Nick Hampton, Warren McClendon, Davis Allen, Puka Nacua, Tre'Vius Hodges-Tomlinson, O'Shawn Mathis, Zach Evans, Ethan Evans, Jason Taylor, and Deshaun Johnson. So overall, it's an okay draft class. No real standouts, just because the Rams didn't have a top pick. And yeah, as I mentioned before, it doesn't seem like the Rams got a whole lot better this season. Looking at their opponents, it's a tough schedule, so it doesn't help them there either. Playing the NFC West, which has 2 tough opponents in the 49ers and Seahawks in it. You also play the AFC North as well as the NFC East, which are both very tough divisions. Also play the New Orleans Saints, Indianapolis Colts, and Green Bay Packers, who maybe aren't fantastic teams, maybe aren't top 10 teams, but are likely going to be better than or on the same level as the Rams next season. As for a ceiling, I have it 8 and 9. In this scenario, I have them splitting all of their divisional opponents, beating the Browns, Commanders, and Saints at home while losing to the Steelers and Eagles, and then beating the Colts and Packers away while losing to the Bengals, Ravens, Cowboys, and Giants. On the other side of things, I have their floor at 1-16, which I will admit does feel low for a team that has Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, but that is really all that they have. They're really lacking any other top players aside from those 3, all 3 of whom are older. Cooper Kupp is coming off of an injury. Don't know if he'll be the same. Matthew Stafford is regressing and probably coming toward the end of his career. Last time we saw him fully healthy, he won the Super Bowl, but don't know if he's going to be at that level again. And then Aaron Donald has been maybe the greatest defensive player of this generation, but also getting older. And he can't be a one-man defense this season for them, I don't think. So in this scenario, I only have them beating the Cardinals at home. Again, I think 1 win feels a little low for the Rams, even with the issues I mentioned, but it is a tough schedule, so that's what I gave them as their floor. As for my record prediction, I have it 4-13, which would put them near the bottom of the league. I would say that they're probably going to be a bottom 3 team in the NFL this season. And yeah, probably not going to go well for them. I have them only beating the Cardinals at home, splitting them, then getting swept by the Seahawks and 49ers, then only beating the Commanders, Saints, and Packers. And as I said before, this is a tough schedule. The wins over the Commanders, Saints, and Packers, I could also see going the other way, which is where I had the floor of 1-16. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and or subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. But that's all I have to say about the Los Angeles Rams for next season. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.